like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me, we meant to be.
Well, welcome back. My name is Pete. This is my channel, 1822 MC Adventures and More. It's March 20th, and of course I'm washing my hands and practicing social distancing. Hopefully the fish are not. I've already caught a couple of little sunfish, and I've actually already caught 2 bowfins, so I figured it was time to turn the camera on. So I'm baited up. I'm using about a size 7 circle hook with a Carolina type rig, and of course I got my little Zebco over there with a drop shot and a worm. Hopefully I'll catch some more fresh bait. Let's throw these out here. Let's see if I can't catch me a bowfin. And as you can see, I'm sitting under a tarp. It is just too hot. It's like 80 degrees out here today. And like I said earlier, I've already caught 3 sunfish, caught 2 bowfins, and I had to chase off a banded water snake. I let him live because he wasn't poisonous. Now, if he'd have been anything else, like with a triangular head, he'd have been dispatched. That's just how it works out here. So let's see what happens. Maybe I'll catch a fish, maybe I won't. Well, it's about 2 in the afternoon. The tide's definitely going out. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, because whatever's upstream, now it's coming downstream. And this is definitely my go-to, closest to the house, favorite place to fish. It's the White Oak River out here in the Croatan National Forest. I almost never get skunked out here. Usually I'll catch something. Even if it's just a couple of little brim, I still can go home and say I caught something. That's why I like to come out here. That, and usually it's pretty quiet out here, except on the weekends. This place gets a lot of traffic on the weekends, but during the week you're usually pretty good. And right now, I guess because everybody's in lockdown, they can't really get out here. Feel bad for them, because where I'm at right now, I'm like 10 minutes from my house, 15 minutes from my house. So unless the National Guard is actually outside my house with guns telling me that I can't go out, I'm gonna go out in the woods. Now, I'm not gonna be a dumbass and go in town if I don't have to, or go out to a restaurant of any sort, with the exception of the Croatan Cafe. It's the only restaurant I know that never has a crowd. It's open 24 hours a day, no cover charge, 7 days a week. Best place to eat that I know of. But yeah, other than the Chinese virus and the panic that's been going with it, shame on the media for hyping this shit up more than it is. Not that it's not that this virus ain't real. I believe it's very real. I believe it's a biological weapon. I believe that China and the New World Order made a deal, and when the dust settles, China thinks they're going to come out on top, and the New World Order, big world money, the big bankers and all those, they're thinking that about 2/3 of us are going to fucking die, and they won't have to pay no more old people their retirement, among other things. And then they're going to restructure the world and go cashless and communist and all this other stupid shit. But there's one problem with that. First of all, Trump is our president. And second of all of us in America have the option of owning guns. That's why we ain't been f***ed with yet. As long as we can maintain our Second Amendment rights, we'll have some sort of freedom. We may have to temporarily lock down because of a disease or a pandemic or whatever, natural disaster, man-made disaster, red flag bullshit, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is how you handle it. So I guess as long as we have electric, we have cable, we have internet, most people will be pretty happy with that. Well, I have a feeling what's going to happen when this shit is over, we're going to be reconstructing America as we know it. We're going to have to bring all our major industries back. And I do believe that us and the rest of the civilized world is going to just have to tell China to go f*** itself. Ever since they've been on the scene of the world, they've been f***ing shitbags. They don't know what integrity is. They don't know what honesty is. All they know is what communism is. Now, granted, I feel sorry for the Chinese people. Their options are two. Go along with Winnie the Pooh or die. So I guess you kind of have to go along with Winnie the Pooh because you don't have a gun to defend yourself. It's a shitty way to live, ain't it? Now I do understand. I'm a fortunate man. I live in a small town in a rural area, basically an agricultural area. We have farmland and we have the national forest. So right now things are looking pretty good for me, if you ask me. But you know, the New World Order and the socialist, communist, whatever the f*** you want to call these jackasses, they're never going to let a good pandemic or crisis go to waste. I can't wait to hear about all the f***ing abuses that our government actually has done, not the fear-mongering that you're hearing on the boob tube, but the actual atrocities that they will be pulling against us. The freedoms and liberties that they're going to try to take from us and not give us back. So I guess what I'm trying to say to people out there, at least in America, be careful. Watch what's going on. Pay attention. Don't listen to these asshole journalists and dickwads on cable news. Pay attention to what's really going on. Look for alternative sources of news. And be aware. Be very aware. There's people out there that want to see us lose everything we have. And that's bullshit. As long as I got a gun and I got breath, I'm not going to let that happen. And I hope everybody else in America feels that way. I really think we need to go back to a post-World War II mentality where everything that's important to America is made in America. And if the only people that are in America are people that belong in America, that's the only silver lining to this damn cerveza bug. Chinese virus, whatever the f*** you want to call it. All of a sudden, everybody started to realize, wow, maybe borders is important. Maybe fences, walls, machine gun nests, whatever it takes to keep my country secure, maybe that's just not such a bad idea after all. Imagine that. Us patriots and Trump, we've been right all along. We're not against people coming to the country. Just come here the right way and can bring something besides an empty damn stomach. Yeah, you young people out here, when we get through this, it's going to be your chance to shine. Wash that fucking Kool-Aid out of your hair, pull them stupid fucking butt plugs and shit out of your face, and man up or lady up. And what I mean by this will be your chance to shine. This will be just like after World War II. All the able-bodied men were fighting, and women were serving their country. So everybody else was back here working, limp, lame, and lazy. Everybody was working. Then the soldiers came back, and there was a lot of stuff we didn't have because everything went to the war effort. So we could defeat shitbag communism and socialism and every other ism that we had at that time. So we come back, we're low on everything, so we had to rebuild everything. Well, we're going to have to do this after the Chinese virus settles and goes away because everything's going to be decimated. We'll have to rebuild again. People like me, I'm fucking old. I'm past my prime. I ain't got but a couple fucking good years left, if that. So all you young little whiners that are sitting there on your keyboard whining every night that Orange Man is bad and Bernie's fucking Santa Claus and all that shit, guess what? Reality's going to kick you right in the fucking nuts. And you're going to have to turn in your fucking tennis shoes for fucking work boots. Imagine that. A pair of work boots. Make sure they fit good because you're going to be in them all damn day. And we will literally make America great again. And if you don't think that's a good concept and the way to handle this problem, when the dust settles, please move to the country of your choice. I'm sure airfare will be very, very reasonable for quite some time. You're going to find out it's not racist to be an American. Hopefully a fish will bite soon so I stop bitching, right? Here it is. 80 degrees. It's not even officially springtime yet. 80 degrees. It's so hot I had to set a tarp up. And so I'm self-quarantining, actually. I'm self-quarantining myself out here in the f***ing woods. Let's see what this old dead piece of fish is doing. Ah, shit. Oh, well, that sucked. I just lost my gear to a stump. Changed positions. I lost my battery, and of course I changed positions on the camera here. And while the camera was off, what happened? Well, of course you know what happened. I actually caught a bowfin and I caught another sunfish. So we're back in business. I got cut bait on the 404 and the little micro 3030. The little micro spin cast 33. That has a drop shot and a worm on it. And it's definitely, the tides went down considerably since I got here. Hopefully they're running along the bank because the bank is really deep and undercut right here. So you can fish right next to the bank and usually do pretty good. We'll see what happens. Ooh, look at that. Looks like I got a customer. Give him a little rope, see if he hangs himself. I think we got one. Oh yeah. Whoa. Yep. Oh, look at that bull man. Yeah. Right. He ain't a real big one, but he's a nice one. All right, and a good hook set. Oh, I swear I like these circle hooks because when you do everything right, you hook them right in the side of the mouth. All right, you, come here. Hold on, you'll be free in a second. Hey! Son of a... I'll shoot you. Not a bad one. Actually, Whoa! This son of a- Let's see how big he really is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on there, bud. Hold on. Quit stressing yourself out. Come here. All right, you. Stay right there, punk. Just over 4 pounds. Four or 5 pounds, not bad. Thank you, Father. That was a nice bowfin. Appreciate it. You put up a good fight. Now, when I do this, I like to cut the fins off them. I just think it makes it easier for the fish to swallow it. Okay, so there's a nice little chunk right there. We'll just put that on there. Kind of through the backbone, and then these guts, I'm just kind of going to wrap them back over the hook a little bit. See how that works. Got my bait clicker on, and again, I'm just 5-6 feet off the bank. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 4.5, 5 pound bowfin. I'm happy with that. He's actually about the same size as the other two I caught. Not huge, but still a respectable bowfin. So today's count, even though I have no footage to prove it, I'm up to 3 bowfins now, and 4 red-breasted sunfish and 1 bluegill. For a Friday afternoon, not too awful bad. Oh, check that out. I got a customer. Little peewee. Well, yeah, I got maybe another 25 minutes or so. I could catch nothing in the next 25 minutes, and I could catch a buttload. We'll see. And no matter what, I'm already happy. 3 bowfins. I think it's 3 bluegills now, 4 red-breasted sunfish. When the camera was off, a pair of hawks flew by, and I guess they were, it sounded like they were kind of doing like their mating calls and mating flight and whatnot. They're up there flying around, doing tricks and whatnot, making weird noises, so I'm assuming they're in the process of nesting. Pretty neat to see. Pretty neat to hear. Pretty cool noises. Not the ones you hear from a hawk every day. Yeah, I don't really mean to be ripping on anybody, but for all you people out there that laughed at preppers, laugh at people that were like me, a Boy Scout. I don't consider myself a prepper. I was a Boy Scout as a kid. The motto was be prepared. Says it all, right? Everyone, no matter what part of the country you live in, should have some kind of an emergency kit, because no matter where you live at, there's some kind of a shitstorm that comes through once in a while. Whether it's a hurricane, an earthquake, tornado, a blizzard, a whiteout blizzard, flash flood, whatever. You should be able to take care of yourself for at least 3 weeks with no help from the government. See, that's what this pandemic has proven to everybody. This is a test. It's showing everyone just how damn dependent they have become on the government. It's ridiculous. And how dependent our government has become on other governments. Freaking globalism and all that shit don't look so bright now, does it? every country had the same mentality as Trump, my country first. When I make my country great, I will have something great to offer you. Makes sense to me, right? If every country is great and they do the best they can, every country will have something they can offer everybody else. I don't know. I don't mean to get into political rants, but whenever a crisis goes out of control like this, thanks to the media, it always scares me because I know that the government will never, ever waste an opportunity to strip us of our rights and dignity when they can get away with it. Don't believe me? Ask anyone that made it through Katrina. That was a complete shitstorm. Yeah, they've erased a lot of the bad stuff. It's really hard to find, but yeah, people were raped, people were murdered, people were killed, guns were confiscated, and that was just by the National Guard. I'm not even talking about the thugs and criminals. Yeah, look that shit up. You think I'm lying? Oh, you see that? See that? Well, he's gone now. That was a turtle. Well, that's it for today. All right, if you're still here, thank you for watching. Today's total fish count was 3 bowfins, 2 bluegills, and I believe it was 5 red-breasted sunfish. 2 of those I used for cut bait. The other ones were all let go. And I saw a banded water snake. And I seen 2 hawks flying around up in the air courting each other. So today was a great day. And of course I got some ultraviolet rays, which is supposed to be the kryptonite of the cerveza bug. We'll see. No matter what, I got me a little sun and I feel good. So thank you again for watching. My name is Pete. This is my channel, 1822 MC Adventures and More. If you liked what you saw, share it with your friends. Until next time, keep your lines tight and the rubber on the road.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell